Hey guys, welcome to the episode. Fucking shit! I can't do scripted shit. I can't do scripted shit.
This is a great start.
Right.
I want to keep this now.
I know.
We're going.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Dude Same. I am Logan Angelo.
I'm Andy Arthur Smith.
And this is the podcast where every episode starts with a question and then turns into an idiotic conversation. Andy, what is our second question?
Speaking of questions, what pissed you off the most this week?
See, this is a tough question because for me, it's like, what of the many things that pissed you off this week is the one that you would like to share? And for you, I feel like it's like, what thing just kind of got on your nerves this week?
Basically, I was about to say, for me, it's kind of like, it feels like what did piss me off? It was pretty good. I'm doing all right these days. You know, I got to say, I'm not as angry as I used to be. So it's a tough question for me.
And for me, it's just like, okay, well, everything made me mad. So which one do I feel like people want to hear?
Yes.
Yeah. But I will share with you mine. And mine has visual aids.
Visual aids with Logan Angelo.
Okay. Here it is. This is the thing that pissed me off the most this week. This is a picture I received from my friend Ariana. Or Ariana. I don't know. Names that are meant to be confusing to people. And these are pasta noodles at the grocery store. But you tell me what you see.
Yeah, I see a fucking ball sack shell.
Yeah. You see a ball sack in the pasta.
That's a veiny ball.
I am just infuriated by this picture. I'm absolutely driven up the wall by these ball sack noodles.
I kind of wish that it was white chocolate. That's what I thought it was at first, white chocolate shells. And then I was like, okay, well, like white chocolate, and it's got some drizzled chocolate over it. But as soon as you said, what do you see? I was like, oh, I'm supposed to see something. It's a ball.
Instantly. Yeah, it's a ball sack. And who is making this pasta? Like, who wants this ball sack pasta? That's what I want to know.
I've never seen it in my life.
I haven't either, but there's no way that it tastes good. I assume it's salty.
Your friend bought 3 bags of it, so they're gobbling those balls up.
Yeah, right? No, I just, thank you to my friend Ariana, whatever.
Oh, sorry, Ariana. I didn't mean to say that. That was me. That was gross. I shouldn't have said that. I forgot. That was not a
no. It's completely.
I don't know Ariana. I don't want to say that your friend Ariana was gobbling a bunch of balls up. I don't know who she is, and she might be a nice lady who doesn't want to gobble, unless she likes to gobble balls. Then go for it.
Sure.
But like,
well, who doesn't? Apparently, everybody at Trader Joe's apparently are ball gobblers.
That's why I've never shopped there. No, I just don't like they don't have any name brand stuff, and I like to get name brand stuff. I want to get Oreos, and I want to get Ritz, and I want to get Jif peanut butter. I don't want to get Trader Joe everything.
You're a brand whore.
I suppose I am, and I'm kind of proud of it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what made me mad of the many things is imagining someone actually purchasing these ball sack noodles and making their pasta out of them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What about you?
All right, stop sharing your screen. I don't want to look at that anymore. Dude, for me, I thought that I was going to have the silly one, but yours is pretty silly. For me, I guess mine's kind of legit. These fucking mosquitoes, dude, are getting on my nerves. I don't like them. I never have. And it's time for them to return. And I can't enjoy a nice break on my balcony trying to read a fucking book because there's all these mosquitoes there. I just want to know what's going on in The Stand, which is what I'm reading by Stephen King. And I want to know what's going on with my friends, Larry Underwood and Stu Redman and Nick Andros, and what's going on with them and what's Harold Lauder going to do. Oh, he's a sneaky guy. I'm suspicious, but I can't fucking find out because I'm getting bit right here and I got bit right here and I have like 5 bites on my ankles and it just sucks. And I hate it.
The bug bites on the ankles is an ass kicker. That one drives me fucking nuts. But I remember Andy recently moved to Texas from California, where there aren't many bugs.
And I loved it. I loved it. I got so used to never having to worry about mosquitoes there. It was great.
And Andy's plan that he said verbatim when he moved to Texas was to just wear bug spray every day.
It's
every day. I know, but there was a moment in your life where you thought you would wake up, get in the shower, brush your teeth, and spray off all over you until your skin was just peeling off your bones. Yeah, I hate mosquitoes too, but I'm not willing to, one, smell like bug spray, and two, lose all of my internal organs because of the acid in bug spray every single day.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it every day. Once I kind of thought about it for a second and was like, that's not sustainable. But what sucks about them also is if I open my door to go onto the balcony and then close it just for a second, I'll go out there, and every time I open it too, I'm opening it just for a split second as quickly as I can because I don't want any mosquitoes to get inside. But then sometimes they fucking do. And I'll be inside trying to read a book because I couldn't read it on the balcony, so I have to read it inside without the nice chirping birds. It's okay. And I'm trying to read the book, but I can't because I keep hearing... And I just hate the way they sound. They sound worse than any other insect, and I can't focus on whatever I'm doing until I kill the bug that I know is in my house. And there's never like more than one flying insect in my house. If there's a flying bug in my house, I fucking know it, and I'm going to kill it, and it's going to become my priority for however long it takes me to kill it. And sometimes I'm like Walter White in the episode Fly, except I'm not just freaking out about my own life and trying to have control over one thing. I just have to kill all the bugs because I hate them, and they will stress me out. And I can't even focus on a book because I just keep thinking of them crawling on me, and
Right.
It's stupid. But I can't, and it sucks too because I'll be trying to read a book on the balcony. I'm sorry, I know I'm ranting a lot about it, but I really fucking hate it. I'll be trying to read a book and I can't because I just know I'm just nervous about getting bit the whole time while I'm out there. And so I'm going like this and I'm continuously moving in case they're on me. I don't even know if they're on me, but I'm like continuously moving and kind of moving around. And then I realize I look like a crackhead probably to my neighbors or something. And I don't want to look like that. And I'm also scratching, and it's just none of it's good. And I'm paranoid about it. That's all.
What is the thing that you hate about mosquitoes so much? Like it's the bite, it's the itch in the following days?
It's the fact that you don't feel them when they start biting you most of the time. Sometimes I do, and I'll look down, and I fucking knew it, and I smack it and kill it. But most of the time you don't feel them when they're biting you. And so you'll just be outside for 15 minutes, and if you're not moving around like a crackhead, and if you're just having a nice time while you're out there, you go inside after 15 minutes, you're going to have 15 bites because it's a bite a minute. Those are the rules that
right, but again,
that's what I hate about it. Is the bites afterwards.
Yeah, so it's the itch in the following days that just drives you nuts. You know, there's like creams that just fix that.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna take it even further and just fix the problem at the root. I just need to get one of those like Thermacell, I think it's called, or something. There's this product you can get, or there's like specific types of candles you can get that repel mosquitoes. I just need to look into it and get something, but I have kind of looked a little bit and I can't find the type of product that I want because they each just kind of seem like a bitch to have to like maintain, and it's just I'm just lazy. I'm lazy. That's all it is, and I can solve my own problem, and I don't, and I would rather just bitch and moan.
Honestly, I don't really care about the bugs in Texas that much. Living in Texas, what I care about is having to take an extra t-shirt somewhere so that while I'm driving to my location, my destination, I can wear that t-shirt and sweat through it in the car and then get to my destination and put on the shirt that I originally was going to wear to my destination. And then I'll sweat through that shirt inevitably. But that's just because I'm a cow. So
yeah, you're not a cow. I mean, I have a problem with sweating too, but I've finally found the solution because, you know, I have hyperhidrosis in my armpits is what it's called, where for no reason, both my armpits just sweat and sweat and sweat. I could be in an ice box, cold, chilling, and not exercising, and my armpits might be moist and warm and sweating. Mm-hmm. Fucking hate it. Sometimes I remember I found this thing. It's called sweat block, these little wet pads that I have to dab onto my armpits because if you wipe it, it could hurt your skin. So just dab it. There's all these instructions. Do it once a week. Anyway, I do that and then I don't sweat anymore uncontrollably, right? But I would be sitting there sometimes at work and I would feel a cold drop of sweat land on my love handle because it fell from inside my shirt and it fell and like dripped onto my fucking side. And I go, whoa, what the hell? And I think I'm getting leaked on from the roof, but it's just my armpit dripping. My armpits will drip. Anyway.
So far in our first 2 podcast episodes, it's mainly been about our bodily functions. It's mainly been either pubic hair or now perspiration. I don't know.
It's only in the beginning. We haven't talked about it the entire time. I'm not going to spend a whole 45, 60 minutes talking about my armpits.
We probably could.
I could, but I'm not going to for the viewers' sake.
Yeah. But that is the biggest thing that happened to us from the last episode until this one is the first episode of Dude Same. It's out.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And we're rolling now. And we're in the routine. And people are calling me Logan the Log already.
Logan the Log. Yeah. Yeah. That's your song as you run out into the.
No. I already know my song, and I can't play it because we'll get sued. but it's called Moving On by Good Charlotte, and it starts with this guitar intro that just goes and it's awesome, and it's been my song since I was in middle school. I listened to it on the CD because I had Good Charlotte Young and Hopeless album, and I listened to it and I said, that's my song. And I would play it when I did my WWE stuff on the trampoline. I would play that song through the speakers in my bedroom. I would put my boombox in the window of my bedroom, which was on the second floor, facing in the backyard, and I would play the song, and then I would run really fast all the way down the stairs, through the living room, through the dining room, out to the back, and walk out my deck onto the trampoline and get ready to wrestle.
So you can act like
bear.
it's your intro song.
Yep, yeah. But it's a very short intro, so I had to move really quickly.
Yeah. I do remember that Alex had a WWE game, and this was a long time ago, a few years ago. He sent me a video of the character that he made that was me running out onto the mat, and the intro song, you could put your own intro music in this one because it was for the PS4 or something. So I don't know if you ever saw this video, but there's this video of this guy who was on like Cops or something, and he's like this really wiry looking drunk guy, and they had him in the station, and they're asking him just random questions and stuff, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm a rocker. And then they're like, whoa, what kind of music do you like? Oh, I love Kiss and blah, blah, blah. He's saying this, and then they're like, can you sing us something? And he goes, well, I did see the lies. Peter Chris is going crazily. And Ace Ventura, not Ace Ventura, but have you seen that video? Do you know what I'm referencing?
No.
It's so fucking funny. And the cops are like trying not to laugh, and he's just like, Peter Chris is going, oh yeah. He's all just like screaming. He's drunk as hell. And so Alex took that audio and made that my intro for when I was running onto the screen as a wrestler. So it's just my computer graphics character. It's like being all robotic, like a CGI character. It was funny. That's what I would choose based off of that.
Yeah. I think about this shit all the time. What's weird is like, obviously like both of us love music and we listen to music all the time and we both play music as well. But I also have the brain work of like, I work in sports. And so my main job is to like use music to entertain people. And so every song I hear, I'm thinking of like, is that good for like a football game? Could I use that for like a football intro or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also love using like crazy music at sports events, just like ridiculous songs that do not belong. You know what I mean? But, like I used for the team intro. Yeah, I used for the team intro that Watsky song. For the like, so there's a football team running out, and we're using this, hit tape and everything like that. And I used a Watsky. What was it? Tiny Glowing Screens Part 3. Song. You are officially welcome to grab your clutches. We just got claimed because that was so perfectly on. That was so perfectly on.
I was about to be like, Logan, you don't get claimed for singing something.
No, it was I sounded exactly like George Watsky. We just got claimed. Damn.
Yeah, I like to, I don't do that with sports and stuff because my brain isn't thinking that way. But a lot of times when I hear songs, I like to hear music that I would picture in a movie, some like epic movie, like a Quentin Tarantino movie, or because I'm obsessed with Breaking Bad, or I'd be like, oh, this song sounds like it could be in Breaking Bad. And I like music like that, music that has a cinematic vibe to it.
Yeah. I
have a playlist actually on Spotify that I call one-offs because it's just a bunch of one-off random songs that I like just because of the vibe it gives me, kind of like a movie cinematic vibe. And so I just have a bunch of songs in there that I feel like could be in a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that Quentin Tarantino uses music. We've talked about this before. It's almost like ironic in a way. Like it'll be some deep action, bloody scene, but he's using some song that's kind of like, it contradicts the action of what's happening on screen, and I like that. I like listening to songs and thinking of, okay, how would a scene work if this was playing like ironically behind a scene almost?
And it's often that too, yeah. Whenever I love it when it's like it's either like something badass just happened and it's some just like cool sounding song like Breaking Bad, right? Or it's one of those instances where it's like some opera song over a bloody murder scene or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Zack Snyder does that a lot too, speaking of. You're not going to watch the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
I haven't even seen the first Justice League.
It's like 9 hours long.
No, I'm good.
There's a trend in the movie where every time Wonder Woman is on screen, every single time. So Zack Snyder, right? Have you seen like 300? Have you seen Watchmen?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of Watchmen. I've seen some of 300. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a full Zack Snyder movie.
Everything is in slow motion. always, because it's Zack Snyder, and everything is like the most dramatic thing that's ever happened in the history of life to Zack Snyder. So every time Wonder Woman is on the screen, there's this like woman, you know, like vocalizing in the background. Yeah. And it's always in slow motion. It's Gal Gadot, so she's a goddess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And her hair is all like flowing, but it's hilarious because there'll be some big action fighting scene and everything's going on and everybody's going crazy. And then you just see a little tiny bit of Wonder Woman in the corner and it's in the background. It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny. Once you notice it, it's like one of those things where as the moment that you pick up on it, it just becomes a running joke in your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that did you know Justice League, Zack Snyder's one, is in 4:3?
Aspect ratio 4:3?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
The first thing that comes up on screen is this film is presented in 4:3 format to preserve Zack Snyder's creative vision. We were like, that's the most hipster thing ever.
That
like,
is
let's just put less movie on screen.
Oh, man. I didn't know anyone would ever do that.
Yeah.
What's it like? You're watching a square. I haven't.
You don't even notice it after. Once you're like 3 hours in, you don't even realize it.
But why? I want to know why that's creatively what he wanted to do. It just seems like so like what you said. It's just because he wanted to do something different and like because it's does it take place in the 90s or something like?
No, it's modern day.
Why do that?
Yeah. But I like the way Zack Snyder makes movies too. I think it's interesting because he is the comic book movie guy, because what he does is he just takes like Watchmen. We've talked about Watchmen a lot before, and Watchmen to me is the most graphic novel to movie transition ever, because it's like literally the art of the book is the art of the movie. It looks like you're inside of a comic book, so I can dig that. I mean, I'm cool with that, and it makes me. I really like the Watchmen graphic novel. So I mean, I like the movie because I like the graphic novel. People don't really get into the movie because it's like watching almost kind of like a cartoony version of life. You know what I mean? And 300's the same way. It's almost like it could be animated and it would make sense. You know,
I have nothing against him. I just don't like the 3x4 thing that he did. I just find that silly. But, dude, I saw an Andrew Garfield interview today where he was being asked if he had any involvement in the new Spider-Man movie, and his reaction was all like, "Dude, bro, no, it's not. I'm not even. It's seriously making me laugh at this point, dude. It's I've got this secret Twitter account, and I can see everyone thinking that I've got some involvement or something, and I just wish there was a way for me to say like, hey guys, I know you're getting all excited, but I'm not in it." And he was just saying that he's not in it. And I know I did a terrible impression, but
that was
and
really
then the guy
good.
was like,
that was really, really good, Andrew Garfield.
I was just doing an accent, but then the interviewer was like, so can I just get a straight up answer, just like a yes or no? So you're saying that you don't have any involvement? Hey, I'm saying if I did, I would have got the phone call by now. I would have gotten the phone call, and he's saying that, but he didn't like say no. And then the guy asked again. He was like, so what you're saying is just like straight up, you're not in it? Like, can I get like a firm answer? And again, Andrew Garfield goes, I mean, like, haven't I already made that clear? Like it was like the way he was saying it to me, because I'm so fucking hopeful. You know what I mean? It just seemed like he wasn't actually given the straight answer, and it kind of seemed like he was being a little dodgy and like he was acting. But I also could just still be on the fucking train that wants it so bad that I'm just going to find any reason to believe it.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's because you and I love Tobes. Tobes Maguire, the man, the myth. I pray to him every day. I thank him.
Oh, yeah.
And I imagine him crying and dancing down the sidewalk, and I love it. It makes me so happy.
Bike messenger.
I love Tobey Maguire, and I just want to see Tobey Maguire Peter Parker again.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here! Great Gatsby. Dash Tobey Maguire.
That's from The Great Gatsby, though. Yeah.
Or the scene where in Spider-Man 2, where it's the beautiful cinematic shot of him staring at MJ with his mask off for the first time, and then it shows her, and it's zooming in on her, and she's all beautiful, and then it shows Doc Ock, and it's got an epic shot of him too, and then the wall falls, and he ruins it. It just like ruins the whole perfect trailer moment. It's so funny.
Does he ruin it or does he make it? Because I feel like he kind of makes
it. But you know what I mean? He ruins the beauty with his hilarious ugly scream that we all are so fond of. I love
Tobey Maguire. But I just don't understand. I love Sam Raimi, man. I think he's a god of filmmaking. But what the fuck happened with him dancing down the sidewalk. I just
Apparently,
don't understand.
like Sam Raimi doesn't like the third movie, and he
Yeah.
was upset with all the stuff they wanted him to do, and so he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun with it" or something, right?
Well, I think it was like he was going to do Spider-Man 4, and like a quarter of the way through the production of Spider-Man 3, they like canceled it, I think. And so his revenge was like, okay, well then I'm putting all the villains in. I'm putting everybody in that I want to have.
There's this movie called The Quick and the Dead, I think is what it's called, directed by Sam Raimi. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so.
It's pretty cool. It's a Western, but it's got a really young Leo DiCaprio. I think he was 19 in it. He's not the lead though, but he's got a big part. I forget the lead actors and stuff, but I saw it when I was in film school. And but it was just I don't like Westerns, but the reason I liked this one was because it was directed by Sam Raimi, and you could tell because he's got a unique directing style, and it had some like bloody moments and stuff, and it was just it was like a fun Western the way it was. Yeah. And I remember there was a shot where they were having like a draw, and then, you know, whatever, 1, 2, 3, and they shot, and the guy who won the draw, it showed it from the angle of his opponent's head, from behind the head, and like the gunshot went through the head, and it was like the camera was looking through the hole of the head, like,
nice.
And then right in the center of the hole was the guy down there at the end of the street. You know what I mean? It was a really cool shot.
Yeah. I feel like Sam Raimi always has scenes where he goes, "Hey, you remember I made Evil Dead?
Dude,
you remember that?"
Hell yeah.
Like Spider-Man 2, the hospital scene. Like when they're cutting the tentacles off of Doc Ock. That's an Evil Dead scene. Are you fucking kidding me?
No music, and then you see him with the blindfold and his head's just shaking around. Oh, dude, I love that scene.
Fucking the girl with the nails screaming, and she cuts her nails into gun. Yeah, it's like, hey, you guys remember Evil Dead? You remember that? I did that.
Oh, man. So badass.
He has to have that scene in every movie that he makes, I feel like. But I'm excited. I'm really excited.
We'll see what happens. I gotta not get my hopes up, because if they're not in it, which there's such a chance that they couldn't be at this point, I'm like 50-50, because there's so much stuff that seems like they actually might be doing it, and there are some suspicious things that seem a little questionable, you know. But then it's also my skeptical side is saying, don't get your hopes up because it's pointless and you don't really know for sure, and just wait and see what happens. And if you get your hopes up, you're not gonna like the movie when they're not in it.
Yeah. You don't really like Westerns?
No, I mean, Django counts, I guess, technically, so I like that, and I like The Quick and the Dead, but you do? Like, you like to actually watch old Western movies? What entertains you about that? I don't know.
Yeah, I like it, like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You don't like that?
I actually haven't
seen that. Have you ever seen that? No, you just know
I've
the
seen
soundtrack a little bit.
The Searchers, boring as fuck. John Wayne movie, supposed to be some revolutionary Western movie. I don't know. I don't think I like old Westerns unless there's something special about them that makes them better or different than other ones. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, is that supposed to be like something that's different than like, because there's so many Westerns from back in the day. When were Westerns popular? Like the 60s or the 50s or what?
Yeah, I think the 60s is the big one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just boring.
60s, 70s probably.
And they're slow.
I don't know. I see the perk of them. It was like, you know, classic American cinema. But dude, that's the other point that I was going to make too, is I think if you remove classic from your scope, Django's the best Western of all time.
Yeah, but then there are a lot of people who would be like, yeah, but you can't count that as a Western because it's it is like, it could be argued that Quentin Tarantino is his own genre, and that he is like not allowed to say that his movie is also a karate film, but it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It is technically a Western, and it's subjective, I suppose, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's.
But I wouldn't call Kill Bill a kung fu movie, even though
That's
it's
what
like
I mean,
based around kung fu. You know, like I think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is way better of a kung fu movie than Kill Bill is. But like Django Unchained, I feel like is a better Western than most of the Westerns.
Yeah, man, I just fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's so good.
I remember the first time I saw it in theaters. That was fun.
The first time I ever watched it, I streamed it on a website that put up subtitles on the bottom of the movie, and I couldn't turn them off.
And they were in a different language?
No, they were translated from a different language. So like what it seemed
Broken
like.
English.
Yeah, it was like fucked up English, but it was based on like the sounds, and obviously.
Oh, like speech to text?
Yeah, like it almost seemed like speech to text, and like obviously there's a lot of different accents going on in that movie, including
Christoph Waltz.
Including Christoph Waltz, has a German accent, obviously, and so the one that has always stuck with me from the very, very first time I saw this movie and streamed it on an illegal website was he said, "The kid's a natural." That's the line. The
Yeah,
kid's
yeah,
a
I remember
natural. And he says it in a German accent, and the subtitle was, "For kids ain't that short." And if you say that, "For kids ain't that short," it's the kids are natural.
It's like Mad Gab. Did you ever play that game?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, did you say Mad Gab or Mad Lib?
Mad Gab. Did I say
What's
Mad Lib?
Mad Gab? I don't know. What's Mad Gab?
Mad Gab it's the box was like this orange. It was an orange cube, and you took the lid off, and it, it was like half, and it fit on there. And then I don't know if that helps you know what it looks like, but anyway. And then and it would have a card, and I'm holding the card, and what you're seeing facing you is a bunch of random syllables, and what I'm seeing is what those syllables are supposed to make you say.
Okay.
So you're gonna say like, I must to pity diet. I must to pity diet. What is you know what I mean? And then the other, oh, you're saying you're a stupid idiot. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was thinking of like Mad Libs, which is like
the nice man walked into the tall building.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
Do you remember Owl City?
Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah.
No, but listen.
10 million beneath your eyes, 10 million fireflies.
So did you ever notice that his music sounded like it was written with Mad Libs?
No, I never listened to
lyrics,
it really, so I don't know.
The lyrics seemed like they were written like, the stars lean down to kiss you, and I lie awake and miss you. And then he says, pour me a heavy dose of the atmosphere. What does that even fucking mean?
Pour me a adjective of the noun.
Exactly. That's what it seems like, is that he put, and the song is called Vanilla Twilight. You made that with Mad Libs.
Yeah, he's got annoying song titles. I remember there was another one that was called there was some Christmas song that I would hear all the time, and it was called Peppermint Dream or some stupid shit.
He made a Christmas song?
At Spencer's. Yeah, when I worked at Spencer's, it would play there sometimes, and it was called Peppermint something. I never liked him though, so I never listened to him very much. The Million Dragonflies. That's all I can think of.
You know it's not dragonflies. You know it's not.
Fireflies. No, sorry. I messed
Stop
up.
it.
I said
Stop
fireflies when I was saying it. You know, I wasn't trying to be like, I don't even know the name. It's called Million Dragonflies. I wasn't trying to do that. That was a genuine mistake. This is what I think of you.
I deserve that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me what Andy's candy is today? Why don't you tell me that?
Yeah, Andy's candy is it's again related to music this time. Fucking Hiatus Coyote came out with another single called Red Room. Or is it The Red Room? Either way, it's a fucking awesome song. This is their second single that they're releasing for their new album, which is called Mood Valiant. Am I pronouncing Valiant right? I don't know. Anyway, this album comes out June 25th, and it's so good. These singles are so good. This band is so good, and I'm just always obsessed with them. And their album Choose Your Weapon was in 2015, and they haven't released an album since then. So now, 6 years later, they're finally coming out with a new album, and I'm fucking so excited about it. And I've been listening to these two singles, Get Sun and The Red Room, on repeat because they're kick-ass. And if you like good R&B, jazzy, sometimes it's described as neo soul, whatever the hell the neo part means. I don't know, but cool music. And it's this group from Australia, and they're kick-ass. And if you haven't checked them out, then you should. I know you have, but I'm telling the viewers, check out Hiatus Coyote. They're a really good band, and they have a motherfucking new album coming out. And your ass is what you can bet that I pre-ordered the album on vinyl, and I can't wait to get it when they release it.
Yeah. Well, and
so that's Andy's candy, and I'm gonna be sucking on it all week.
Nice. Didn't they win a Grammy for that first album?
I think so. Yeah. I think Breathing Underwater, that song, I think won a Grammy.
That's pretty dope. Speaking of Grammys, I just got reminded of Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak's new stuff that they got going on.
Dude, Silk Sonic intro.
Silk Sonic, yeah.
Leave the door open. Is it?
Leave the door open.
Leave the door open. Yeah, those songs are awesome, and I want them. Is it going to be a full album? Has that been confirmed?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're making a whole album. But man, like we've talked about this before with music, this is fucking awesome. This trend that we're on in music. Anderson .Paak fucking rules.
Where good music and good like
soul, this soul sound that we're running and stuff. Yeah, the Silk Sonic intro and Leave the Door Open are fucking awesome. And Leave the Door Open is like the #1 song in the universe right now.
I know, that's pretty fucking sweet.
It's fucking awesome, and I'm stoked. So
I love seeing that too because pop music is pop music, and I'm not a fan of pop music, but that's okay, and I don't have anything against anybody who is a fan of pop music, but I kind of fucking hate pop music. But it's cool to see like, well, I guess maybe I should say mainstream music. I normally just don't like mainstream music, but yeah, now I'm starting to with some of the stuff that's coming out. And Thundercat, another one of my favorite artists, he's like becoming a lot more well known now too. So just like, yeah, good music in general is becoming more of a thing, I think.
Well, I think what people are revolting against is like, for a long time, everyone was like, oh, these empty pop songs that have no meaning and blah, blah, blah. And so even if the instrumentation isn't crazy, what people want is just songs that actually like have some emotion in them. We want actual soul in songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that like the empty, like, it feels like it all started with Dynamite, doesn't it? By Tayo Cruz. You remember that song? I came to dance. Name on the mountains, that's my plan. That one.
I can't
What's the
think of it
fucking
right
hook?
now,
I
but
gotta
I
think of the
probably have
hook.
heard
You'll
it.
know
It's
the
like a
hook.
middle school song.
Yeah. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
You remember that song?
Okay, yeah.
I think that's where everything started. Yeah. That's where it all started. Is with Dynamite. We were on like a weird pop trend for a while, and then Dynamite happened, and everything just went to shit.
And everything started having ayo. Everything started ayo. Everything started going oh. Everything started doing oh. Whoa. Like everything just started having all these little ohs, and I fucking hate it. I just
and everything was about throwing your hands up.
And that's the chorus.
There's something about throwing your hands in the air that pop stars just get off to, because it's all about, hey man, throw your hands up. Throw your hands up.
Yeah. Why do that? Why put your hands in the air?
Yeah. Well, it all started with Jersey Shore and the fist bumping, you know? That's where everything went wrong.
Yeah.
Snooki came along and culture collapsed.
So you got something in Logan's locker today?
Yeah. Logan's locker today. I'm fucking stoked about it. I'm happy about it. The King is back. Bo Burnham is gonna release a new special.
Oh.
And
yes.
I am fucking jazzed,
dude.
Man. I'm fucking jazzed. I love Bo Burnham. You and I both love Bo Burnham. I've been listening to Bo Burnham since 3.14 Apple Pie on YouTube. I had the first CD that was a Target exclusive for $10, and I bought it, and I put it in my mom's car stereo, and we listened to it on the way back, and she got mad at me because he kept saying fuck. And
I was gonna say.
And yeah, like words I had on DVD, I had the CD. So yeah, everything Bo Burnham has done, I'm happy about. And this is awesome because 1, he's doing it all himself, and 2, he has a beard. So it's gonna be legit.
He looks like a lumberjack guy now.
Yeah. And so I'm stoked. I'm really excited. He's doing it from like his shed. It looks like just him. He said no crew or anybody else, just him.
That's why it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like a bunch of skits, kind of almost. I feel like, or something like that. It'll be like, obviously it'll be scripted because all of his material and stuff is normally like very planned and like scripted and shit. But I don't expect it to feel like stand up if it's gonna be just something that he did on his own in his shed with no crew. But I know it's going to be funny. Remember that video, A Day in the Life, which was like 10 or 15 years ago at this point, that he uploaded onto his Bo Burnham YouTube account a long time ago, where he was playing an exaggerated, cocky version of himself? Yeah, dude. And he gets up. Oh, sorry. He caught me sleeping. And he had all these medals on. I'm just wearing my medals, my academic achievements. And he like takes them. It's really funny.
That character is what transitioned into Zach Stone is going to be famous. It was the Day in the Life character.
Yeah, dude. I wish that show got a second season. He's so funny, and I'm really excited that he's doing something again. And it's cool too because if you watched Make Happy, then you know he was like depressed from doing stand-up and he didn't really enjoy the process. And so hopefully this was something that he could enjoy doing because he wasn't having to rely on an audience's reaction and pleasing an audience. And if it's just him by himself with no rules, like that's the way to create. And hopefully he had a good time making this one because you get the vibe from Make Happy that he didn't have a good time making it or something.
Yeah. I don't know if it was so much that, but he just couldn't handle can't handle this. He couldn't handle the just the pressure of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw a really good interview with him where he was talking about like when he was really, really in his anxiety stage, he was getting really, really bad stage fright. He was having panic attacks on stage. And he said I kept Googling like how to deal with stage fright and blah blah blah, and the things were like, if just remember that people don't really care, like it's just your family, and they're not, they're not concerned with how you do and blah blah blah. And he was like, oh no, you don't understand. Like people paid to come and see me. Like I'm not like some high school kid searching for like how to deal with stage fright in my high school play. I'm a like multi-million album selling comedian that's like trying to figure out how to stop suffocating on stage.
And there's not going to be any advice on the internet about that, because if you're at that point, then you don't have stage fright. Like,
right.
that would suck to be in that position.
Right. But yeah, that's Logan's Locker, because I'm fucking stoked. And if you haven't yet, go to his Instagram and you can see his release thing. It's coming out on Netflix, but we have no other information other than it's coming out on Netflix. And cool. He did it all himself. So,
dude, you need to start reading The Stand. It's super good. It's getting super good, and thinking about the apocalypse is for some reason just really fun to me. And that's what I love about Stephen King, is he like thinks of everything. And so the way he's writing the apocalypse and how it's playing out is super realistic, just stuff that I would never have thought of. And I would love to talk to you about certain scenes that you have not seen or read.
Yeah, I need to get the unabridged version and just read it. What's funny is I feel like people, like I have these Stephen King books here, and people are like, oh, he likes Stephen King. No, you don't understand. I have this whole shelf of Stephen King that's not on camera. Like,
I fucking love Stephen King. I am a Stephen King fanboy.
Oh, did I tell you? I don't even think I fucking told you this bullshit, but maybe I did. I went to Barnes & Noble. This is months ago now, and I'm still sweating about it. And it was like a few months after It Chapter 2 came out, and I went and I picked up a Stephen King book. I don't even remember which one, because I have so many. I don't remember which one.
Whoa, we got a motherfucking badass over here.
Anyway, so I put it up on the counter, and the guy was like, oh, you're getting on the Stephen King craze, huh?
Getting on it. You fool. I was born with Stephen King book in my hand. Is that what you said to him?
Could have killed that guy. I could have fucked his shit up. Because
dude, you should have just been like, me. I just haven't read this book. Like, I'm mad for you now.
I know,
fuck that guy.
Right? I was fucking fuming.
What do you fucking mean, man?
Yeah. Oh, you're getting on the Stephen King craze, huh? He might even roll his eyes. I don't know. You fucking bitch. Fuck that guy. I hope that he is in pain wherever he is.
And it's like, there's two levels, because it's like, first of all, I've been a fan for years. How dare you, sir? But second of all, even if I hadn't, wouldn't that be a good thing? Because he's like one of the best authors. Are you acting like he's overrated? Fuck you. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Like, okay, so it's like stupid of me to follow the craze. Like,
fuck him.
It's so fucking. You're trying to like turn me into a hipster, and you're saying that no, fuck you, guy. I'm not gonna be you.
He wouldn't survive in the apocalypse. He would have been one of the ones that the super flu took out. Only the strong survive, Logan. Dude, there was a scene where this guy, he has a motorcycle, and that's how he's getting around everywhere. And it's the apocalypse. There's no one around, and you're going to go days without seeing people. And he's riding on the freeway, and he had one little small spill. Like, he wrecked a little bit, and he was okay. He just kind of like hurt his leg a little bit, but he was fine. But like after that, he was only going 25 miles an hour on the motorcycle, because he was so scared of like getting in a crash, and there's no doctors. He just kept having like images of his head hitting off the ground and having like blood everywhere, and like he just and that's something I never would have thought of, because when I think of the apocalypse, I always think, yeah, it'd be cool to have a motorcycle, and that's how you get around, because it seems like makes sense. But then you don't know if around a corner there's going to be a fucking overturned semi or something crazy. Like, you never know what types of traffic blockages there's going to be, and what could happen if you get in a wreck. So anyway, then I thought of The Walking Dead, and it's like Daryl is always on a motorcycle, but that's not realistic at all. And how do they keep getting fucking gas when they're living in the same place in The Walking Dead? That show is not realistic, but The Stand is, and The Stand is the apocalypse that I want to live in.
I think I watched like the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead and said, okay, they're just going to keep running from the zombies, and like they're going to keep fighting the people who are alive.
Well, that's not how The Walking Dead started. It's not like still. I mean, I don't know. I like that aspect of The Walking Dead, because it's like real. It's not just about zombies. It's about zombies and the apocalypse, and like what happens in the apocalypse. Well, people start to govern in their own ways that they want to, and then different tribes of people who have survived are going to get in wars and shit. I don't know, but I fucking watched until like season 8 or something stupid, and then I finally was like, okay, I'm done. And like the last few seasons that I was watching was just like because I was invested and I just wanted to see it end and I wanted to see how the whole series was going to end. And now it finally is ending, but I'm not going to go back and like watch all the stuff that I missed because I don't care anymore. But I was like, when is this going to fucking end? I just want to know so I can like have the satisfaction of knowing how the story ends. But I had to fall off too because it sucked. Started sucking. But I liked it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe what would be better than a motorcycle in the apocalypse would be a horse. That actually could be pretty fucking cool.
How would you feed it?
You know, with food.
Oh, sick.
And water.
Yeah.
And like with your hand or like with a trough.
I wasn't thinking like physically how would you feed it. I was thinking like what would you feed it?
Then my question is why did you ask that? If that wasn't what you were thinking.
I know how you're going to physically fucking feed the horse. Anyway, speaking of horse, did you see the Kentucky Derby was this past week or weekend, I think?
I have no reason to know that information at all, Logan, but that's interesting.
You haven't never seen the hats? The hats, the big fucking, they wear hats that are like 10 feet long. I'm not fucking kidding.
I'm Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dick Dimmadome, or whatever.
Every white woman that goes to the Kentucky Derby is Doug Dimmadome.
They all have the tall hats. You see the audience, and it's just a bunch of white pillars coming up from the stands.
Yeah. That's not even a fucking joke. Their hats are like 1,000,000 miles wide. Okay, so every white woman that I see at the Kentucky Derby is in a black and white sundress that goes neck to floor, and then a hat that is the size of Oklahoma. That's everyone at the Kentucky Derby.
That's the dress code.
Yeah, it literally is. Yeah. And they sew champagne glasses to their hands so that they can never drop it ever. Yeah.
That makes sense. But dude, I think it'd be cool to go to the Kentucky Derby because I would like to see a bunch of horses race. And I'm not a betting man. I'm not a gambling man. But if I were to have fun gambling on something, I think I would have a lot of fun betting on horses.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite types of gambling is like which random thing is going to win the race. Like I like watching those videos of people who drop a bunch of marbles down a track and you see which color marble wins.
Yeah.
Like that's entertaining to me.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Any horse race or anything like that in person?
No, not really.
So have you ever seen what they name the horses? I
have not.
Okay. So this is what I know about the Kentucky Derby. I don't know anything because horses, low key, very, very low key, horrify me. And we've talked about this. We've talked about this. They are.
I forgot
terrifying.
That you were such a little girl. Wait, just kidding. Little girls love horses, so you're not a little girl.
They're fucking huge, and they are powerful as shit.
Yeah.
Like, terrifying. I remember I went horseback riding.
Standing behind one scares me.
Being within a mile of one kind of makes me a little itchy. You know?
Wow, you're so afraid. It's just so sissy.
Yeah, I just don't like them. But anyway, I have ridden them, and it was fun. And I've played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that counts.
So,
I've done horseback riding. It's never gone fast. I've maybe been on a horse while it's trotting a little bit.
Yeah. You think there's anything inhumane about riding a horse?
I don't know. No, I mean, I felt bad when I did the horseback riding thing because I was like, this is all they do all day. Like these horses, like, you know, they try and convince you that the horses are happy and everything. And like, I don't know. Like I don't know enough about it to know if it is inhumane. And I feel like there's a lot of horse enthusiasts who are like, no, the horses love to be ridden and stuff. And I wonder, there's probably no problem with it if it's just one person and their horse and like they have a really good close relationship with their horse and it's like it's their pet or whatever and like they have it on the farm. But I don't know about the companies that like do horseback riding. I've partaken in it before in my life and I felt a little weird about it, but I was like, I'm already doing it. I'm not gonna like leave. But
here's the story for you. The very first time I went horseback riding, this is like a year ago. Like I went horseback riding in Texas because I live in Texas now, and I knew going in that I was gonna start getting anxiety as soon as I started getting close because I'm not like I'm not like scared to the point of like shaking, but I just don't like them. They're just scary. And but I wanted to do it anyway. And so we went and we got there. And I swear to God, dude, this isn't a joke. The guy was saddling up our horses. There was two of them roped up to the bar. And he gets up to the horse. And the horse like tried to kick him real quick. It like put its leg out and like freaked out. And he was like, hey, what the hell was that? And then like put the saddle on it anyway and strapped it up. And what horse do you think he fucking walked right up to me? and had me climb aboard. It was that one. And I was like, a fucking course it was. It was a big-ass horse because I'm a big-ass dude. Nah, I'm not. But anyway.
So what do they name these horses?
Yeah, so these horses in the Kentucky Derby, this is the funniest part, is that they name them the craziest shit. It like, we're talking multiple words. And like, it's not
here's
like...
number 2, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Coming up the track.
Honestly, I could see it. Straight out of the gate is, what the fuck is that? That's the
Logan the Log. Logan the Log takes first.
and somehow the Kentucky Derby, it's hats, dresses, and that voice. Straight out of the gate. Yeah. Here comes Turbulence. It's like, it's just
that makes sense.
Turbulence?
Turbulence is actually, that's a cool name for a horse because like when you're riding it, it's all fucking shaky.
No, but I would think of it like bucking. Would you name the horse, this horse will buck?
No, I don't think of bucking when I think of turbulence. I just think of an airplane going like this a little bit, and like that's what a horse. You'd be like fucking going up and down on a horse naturally. But I get what you mean. I get that's because you're afraid of horses, so subconsciously you're gonna revert to the worst thing.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So I'll walk you through. Let's
list some names.
These are the Kentucky Derby leaderboard. Number 1, Medina Spirit, I think.
Okay.
Is how you pronounce it.
Sounds like a horse name. It's got the word spirit in it.
Second, Mandaloun. Mandaloun.
Mandolin.
That's not mandolin.
Oh, what did you? You spelled it too fast, and I'm stupid. So
I don't know. Number 3, Hot Rod Charlie. That's fair.
I love that one.
Hot Rod Charlie. It's Hot Rod Charlie straight out of the gate.
Hot Rod Charlie in third place. Hot Rod Charlie, and it's Hot Rod Charlie. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you keep getting higher and higher and higher. Number 4, here we go. Essential Quality. That's the name of the horse. I'm not even kidding. It's called Essential Quality.
That's a good one.
Now I'm just going to walk through a little bit. Midnight Bourbon. You like that one? Keep Me in Mind, all one word.
Keep me in mind. And here's Keep Me in Mind. Keep Me in Mind's coming up with Midnight Bourbon. And Midnight Bourbon, oh, keep me in mind. Oh, and Hot Rod Charlie. It's Hot Rod Charlie.
Yeah, it's all auctioneers. Yeah. Auctioneers are the only ones that can call it. Next up, Helium.
Helium.
Dude, Helium the horse.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Here, next up, Known Agenda. And behind him, Highly Motivated. Known Agenda and Highly Motivated. They're a pair. Coming to this race, Known Agenda and Highly Motivated were Stahl brothers. Let's see, what else we got? Like the King. So he's not
like
the king. Yeah, he's not the king, but he's like the king. Just about.
It seems like they're missing the first, like it should be Caesar, like the king or something, right? Like
yeah. It's just an explanation. It's just clearing. Yeah. Robert and his known agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Stephen, the highly motivated horse. It's just
Stephen, the highly
abbreviations.
motivated horse.
Yeah.
Highly motivated.
All right. What do we got? Rock Your World, Soup and Sandwich.
Soup and Sandwich should have been Super Salad.
Oh, and here's King Fury. So it's King Fury and then Like the King. But King Fury got last. So
what would you? Okay, so I get the gist. There's probably hundreds of these.
Right.
What would you name your horse in the Kentucky Derby?
What would I name my horse? Maybe like Axis of the World.
Okay.
Something like that.
Mine would be like, and out of the third gate, here comes big old floppy horsecock. It's big old floppy horsecock. And his shtick would be that his thing is just flopping around the whole time as he's running. Like he's ready to go. And you know what? In order to make him win, I would have to have a really sexy female horse like at the finish line. And I would train him to like really want that all the time. And it would be a hard process to get him that, sexually revved up and ready to go every time. But he'd be ready to go. And so he would win because nothing motivates a male horse or a male in general most of the time more than just sex. So I think I would win with that.
I might go with and welcome back to Kentucky Derby. We have the winning horse, Pussy Galore.
Yes.
I feel like that would be a pretty good one. Or what if you just called your horse On Your Marks? So like they're getting ready to go. On your marks, and he just fucking rolls.
But then he's going to get disqualified because he went before the guy said go.
Right. That's kind of the shtick, is that he gets disqualified every time.
Or
I'm not trying to win.
You just name him
what was
the
it?
gunshot.
That's pretty good.
Because that's what they do, right? To probably start there. Or no, dude, I would name him. Come here. It's time for dinner. You know?
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, if I'm doing it fast, I just say that.
Sure.
And he knows.
Sure.
Yeah, there's like a guy who actually does that live with a trumpet each time. How crazy is that?
What if it was that girl that does the mouth trumpet on TikTok that plays that?
Oh yeah.
You've seen that girl?
Yeah. Or I would name my horse, and
Perfect.
that's the
There we
joke.
go. And speaking of trumpets, why don't we do a little bit of vinyl time, huh?
It's vinyl time.
We have a new vinyl time shtick, which is
Oh yeah.
Andy and I both just get 60 seconds to talk.
Can we make it 90? 60 seconds is so small to talk about an album.
No, 60 seconds. You get 60 seconds to talk about your album.
Are you going to time me right now?
I'm going to put up a timer for you. All right, so here we go. We have a 60-second clock. It's going to roll, and both of us only get 60 seconds to talk about the vinyl so that people aren't bored, because we know that you don't give a fuck, and all we're doing is looking in the mirror here. That's all we're doing.
We're just looking at our own possessions that we love and hold so dear.
Yeah.
I'm going to go first. I'm ready to go.
Ready. On your marks.
Yes.
We need that trumpet sound. Go.
Okay, so Ben Folds 5. The album is called Whatever and Ever Amen. It's an amazing album. It's an album that I grew up with, that I listened to a lot when I was young, on road trips and stuff with my dad. It was the first introduction that I had to Ben Folds and Ben Folds 5. And the album is great. It's got some awesome songs on it. My favorite one is probably either fuck. I mean, Fair is a really good song. So is Missing the War. It's just it's so good. And here's what it looks like. I don't have anything crazy awesome to show about it, but it really is a nostalgic album, and it makes me think of being a little kid and going on road trips. And Kate is a really good song. I remember my dad showed me that one. He was really obsessed with that song for a while. And this is the only album that my dad really ever listened to by Ben Folds 5. But from this album sprung a great obsession of mine with Ben Folds and Ben Folds 5. And I know all of their albums, and I know all of his individual albums that he did separate from the group as well. And this is by far my favorite album that he has ever made, both in Ben Folds solo and Ben Folds 5. And bam, that's time.
Time. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was good. See, it doesn't need to be longer.
I don't feel very satisfied, to be honest.
Yeah.
It could have gone longer.
Right, because we're just getting off on our own voices. That's why.
But what are you gonna fucking do?
Yeah, because we're over here just to our own fucking thoughts. And so if we don't get to say every fucking thought, then it's like we get blue-balled.
Yeah.
You get blue-brained.
God damn it.
Yeah. That's copyright Logan Angelo, blue-brained. That's us.
Yes.
All right, my album is the debut album by Boston, who is absolutely one of the best rock bands ever. And it's funny because this album is really the only thing that I know super, super well by them, but every fucking song on this album is an absolute fucking jam. If you haven't listened to this album, go and listen to it. It perfectly sums up 70s rock, and it's unique and different, but it also just has every fucking sound of rock organ and everything. And I saw them in concert, and it was fucking awesome. And the guitarist was wearing a knee brace because he's got to be at least 70, and it was fucking awesome. And everyone in the crowd was sitting down except for when they played their absolute like gigantic world hits. So they hit the guitar intro, "Peace of Mind," down, 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 and all the 70-year-olds in the crowd like stood up immediately, and you just heard of their hips just popping in unison as they all stood up, and it was fucking awesome. But go and listen to this fucking album. It's awesome. And Foreplay Long Time is such a fucking jam of a 70s rock song, and that is time.
Love that song.
But go and listen to this album. It's fucking awesome. And if you get the chance to go and see them, they're all wearing knee braces, and they don't walk around a lot, but they fucking rule, and they're so tight. And yeah, I love Boston.
So it's almost as if I had to stop, but you kept going. It's almost as if I obeyed the rules and you cheated.
Well, who came up with the rule? Me. So who gets to set the parameters? Me.
That is how the world works, actually. So you're right. That's how we've seen things play out a lot.
Right.
All right. Well, that was vinyl time. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that short little vinyl time. It's good.
Yeah, you know. Do you want to show each other some funny little TikTok-aroonies?
What if I said no?
Then I would say too fucking bad. We're doing it anyway.
Okay, we're doing it live.
All right. You see this shit?
Oh, I see it.
I'm a fan of this kid. Now, I'm going to talk over this because it's just the music. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like dancing TikToks and shit, but look at this kid. Watch him. Look at him. He's going to do this. He's actually really good. Here comes the part where he passes a joint. Oh, he passed the joint. Hell yeah, man. I fucking want him to get famous. Look at him having fun at the end of it. So I just love that because he doesn't have a dancer's body and he's got this goofy like curly hair and stuff.
The afros, I fucking love it.
It's great though, but when someone doesn't fit the exact stereotype that you think, but then they kick ass at it, it's just even more fun to watch. And so he is a really good dancer, and that's the type of dancing I wish I could do. I can't fucking dance at all, but if I could I would be doing that type of shit, like the robot stuff. And
yeah, dude, that was not even that skilled. You could do that as well as him, and you should try it.
Are you kidding me, Logan? Look at this.
Okay, why don't we play the song? Now hit it.
Look at it. I can't. He's fucking good. You can't say that he's not good. That's fucking skill. You're saying that that's not that much skill?
No, I'm not saying he's not good. Don't try and make this kid come fucking fight me now. I'm not saying he's not good.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying I can't do that.
I think I could.
Like you just said I could.
You
couldn't either. You're fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm a fan of him. I want him to get famous. He's good enough to get famous. That's what I'm saying. He's fucking really good. And he's young, obviously, so he's going to get better. All right. Fuck you, Logan. Here's the next one. So this is that guy who does the job interviews and he pranks people. I don't know if viewers, if you've seen this guy, but this guy here on the top, he does, these people that are interviewing him think that they're real interviews and they don't know that they're just being pranked, and it's just really fucking funny. So this one made me laugh.
Let's do a pretend phone call. I am Jeff, the owner of Jeff's Plumbing, and you want to get a demo with me. All right, ring, ring.
How you doing, Jeff? How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
This is, you called me.
No, you called me.
No, I think you're mistaken. You called me, but hey, I'm willing to chat. I don't know why you're calling me at 3:30 a.m., but hey, here we are. How you doing tonight?
Good. I guess I'll leave then. If I called you, my bad. I'm gonna hang up.
No, it's okay. Let's chat it up over breakfast. 8 hours later, we're eating breakfast, and I'm selling him in person, no over the phone. I do my sales in person, baby.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's all I got, man. I don't even know where to go from here.
Oh, that's all. I just love that. Usually they get mad at him, and usually they're frustrated because they're like, what is this guy's fucking problem? But this guy, like, that was obviously just hilarious, and the guy just fucking laughed.
That guy. But I like the other guy on the other side of the interview. He's funny.
I know, because he wasn't being a dick.
Yeah.
But it also seemed like he kind of realized, okay, this guy is goofy and weird, and I'm not gonna hire him. Yeah. But I'm gonna be nice and say, okay, that's all I got. Like the way he said it, was just
he's got to be. I mean, he's fucking.
8 hours later, we were at breakfast. I'm selling you in person. That part made me laugh so hard. Yeah. Okay, your turn.
All right. Okay, I'm ready. You ready for this? Let's share it.
Share that shit. Oh hell yeah!
You know this guy?
I love this guy.
Ah man. All right.
I haven't seen this though.
This is a good one.
Hey, good morning, my neighbors. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you too. Yeah. Fuck you too, yeah. Good morning, my fucking neighbors. Yeah. Fuck you too. Fuck.
It sounds like he's singing almost.
Fuck no, it sounds like it sounds like he's doing a stadium chant. All right, everybody. Yeah. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. That's what it sounds like he's doing. Oh man, I love him. But
he's gotten really popular.
Good morning to my neighbors. Fuck you.
What dude? I want to see. I want to see another TikTok of someone else just saying like, so guys, and then all of a sudden you hear in the background, fuck you too. And they're the neighbor. And it was like impromptu.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Oh man, that guy. All right.
He's good.
And then I'm going to go with this one.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
And this, it just seems like one of those TikToks that would have like 1 million likes.
What the fuck just happened? What happened to this guy?
Dude, I want to be his friend.
Only tough people last.
The notes are
what
so
happened
good.
to him? I just don't understand. Tough time never lasts. And what's funny is he starts it as Hulk Hogan, and then he ends it as Jack Black. Like that's his transition. Is tough people last.
Yeah. I want a compilation of him making a bunch of random noises.
I like him. I like him.
I love him.
Yeah.
I want to rub his head, give him a hug. Dude, he would give good hugs.
Dude, look at that head. Look at that. You think aliens built the pyramids? Look at his fucking skull. God
you think
damn.
aliens built his skull?
They could have. He could be an alien, and he could have been switching into an alien dialect at the end.
Actually, that's true. Could have been speaking alien.
Breaking fucking news here on Dude Same.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was good. That was good. These are good. We got some good talks. We got some good talkaroonies, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was a good second episode. I had fun, and I'm excited to get in the swing of this and to keep on pow, 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 releasing episodes, pow, pow, fucking right hook, release an episode, uppercut with my jab hand, yeah, release an episode like that. Dude, let's just do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait to release an episode every single week, every single Monday until we are legitimately dead. Yeah. And possibly after. We might just release silent episodes of us in the fucking grave. Logan and Andy.
Yeah, dude.
Andy and Logan.
It's just gonna
Dude
be
Same.
Live webcam on our rotting corpses.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. What if somebody actually did a time lapse of a corpse inside of a coffin decomposing?
I wonder if that exists with a human body. I wonder if a video of a time lapse of a human body decomposing exists for.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it on record right now.
Somewhere.
Okay, Mom, Dad, when I die, I'm just assuming I'm going to die before my parents. When I die, I want a GoPro right at my fucking face inside of the coffin and run that shit for 50 years and then take it out and look at it.
Hell yeah.
Dude, same.
I want to have my face made plastic surgery so that when I die, it's like permanently like this. Like that'd be the face that shows up in the casket, open casket. You know, Everyone's looking at me with my eyes open, and I'm just like staring at them from the casket. That's my signature face. So you get the GoPro, I get the plastic surgery. We're ready to die, brother.
Absolutely. Been ready to die here.
And that is the second episode.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye.